My first experience with SEO was really in 2009. I'd never heard of it before, and I was asked if KKR would get behind the formation of the alternative investment program, and many of you have heard me say when they said SEO, I thought that was search engine optimization, so I didn't really know what it was, but I found that it's a terrific organization. So let me ask you something. As I got involved with it and I met with the students and I really said, wow, these are dedicated students. Those of you that have 9th graders or even 8th graders or 10th graders as children, if they were to come home and they said, Mom or Dad, I'd love to spend 40 Saturdays from 8:45 in the morning until 4:30 going to school, and I'd like to spend the month of July 5 days a week from 8:30 till 4:30. And by the way, on my way home a few times, I'd like to go in for a couple hours of extra tutoring each week. Now, I think if my children had come to me at that age and said that, I would have fallen off my chair. I would have thought, oh my gosh, something's happened here. Well, that's exactly what our SEO scholars do. They go to school on Saturdays, 40 Saturdays all day, the month of July, 5 weeks there, and a couple hours afterward. These students, as you'll hear from some of them tonight, are committed. They have drive, and they want to accomplish something. And you know what that is? They're determined to have a better life. And that's what we're giving them, is that opportunity. We're giving them a break so that they can have the opportunity to finish college and go on to get a career somewhere. All of us had a break somewhere, somehow in our life. And SEO is that break for so many students that come through this. You know, if you think about this organization, it was created as a startup, as a venture capital investment by a 25-year-old entrepreneur. He had an idea, he had a vision, and he had the need to raise a little money. And amazing, if you look at the organization today, how far SEO has come in the 55 years that it's been around. This young man at that time, he convinced a few people to invest in his vision. And I'll bet you, if you had heard his presentation when he was 25 years old, you probably would have invested in him. I certainly would have, but I didn't know him at that time. And he was persuasive, he was articulate, he had energy and passion for his venture. And that's what many of us who invest in startups are looking for. And that man was Michael Oshowitz, who today, the founder and chairman emeritus of SEO. And Michael, I don't know where you are out here, but please stand up and let's give you a round of applause. Now, if you think about this little startup that Michael started, and 55 years later, think Amazon, think Microsoft, think Google, because that's what SEO is in the not-for-profit world. Michael, bravo, terrific. I always like to ask the students, I said, how many of you have tried to drop out of the program? You know, it's not great when you're in the 10th grade or 11th grade, getting up in the morning on a Saturday morning and going to class. Every single one that I've ever asked this question has said, oh, 2 times, 3 times or more, I want to drop out. And I'd always ask them the question, so why didn't you drop out? peer pressure. It wasn't parents, it was the other students in the program said, you cannot drop out. This is your ticket to close the opportunity gap and to make a successful living going forward. And so it's incredible. When you think about 95% of our students that go through the Scholars Program graduate in somewhere between 4 and 6 years from college. Now this is an 8-year program. It's 4 years high school and it's 4 years in college. And SEO students come out on top. They come out on top on their SAT scores and they come out on top of their graduation rates. So this is motivation. That's what drives this so much. And with your support, we're able to give these students who are hungry, who all they want is a break, to give them that opportunity. Thank you.